6 minutes play when Rangers took the lead, the very last thing Hibs would want. And as we said in the first half, Gordon, efficiently taken, but came from a Hibs mistake.
Yeah, Rangers were pressing though at that stage in terms of getting in their tackles and going and confronting Arteta. Robbed the pass, a bad pass in the end up, and a good ball. Nice cutback. That's a good finish from Ronald de Boer. Kept the ball down, got over the top of it. Keeper's a bit unfortunate, goes through his legs, but it's just the pace on it. But it was the kind of start Rangers were looking for, especially with the pressure they put on.
And although Rangers dominated the first half, Stuart, the Hibs got the equaliser through Derek Townsley.
Yeah, and I thought that would give them a big lift. I mean, they'd put a lot of effort into the first half. Hadn't really had many chances, but I mean that can be the turning point in the game. I think Rangers would have felt quite hard done by because they'd done all the pressing and had a lot of good chances at the other end.
But in a sense, justice perhaps done just on the half-time whistle when a very silly penalty given away by Doumbé. Can't really argue about that.
It's unnecessary. Bobby Williamson will not be happy. Look, there's a lot of players in front of him. He's not really a great threat at that stage, but it's a well-taken penalty. I think he just glanced to Nick Colgan's left there and then put it the other way. You could see his eyes from behind the goal. It was just a quick look, and then he changes sides. So the keeper always looks for these little signs, and Barry Ferguson's filled them there. It's a good goal.
Yeah, start of the second half. Well, 9 minutes in anyway.
This was the ball. This was the ball. Was through it to Ronald de Boer. Great touch there. Rangers actually could have scored a lot of goals in the second half. They had a lot of chances.
Yeah, a few offside decisions against them, which are borderline
as well. When they one in the first half, of course, they're the offside, but another mistake here, and then it's whipped in. Good finish, I think, from Lovenkrands, because that's a difficult one to take. On his right foot, coming across the defender. The defender, I would think Stuart would be probably annoyed that he should have got there, maybe.
Yeah. 16 offside decisions, just to interrupt your section, 16 offside decisions against Rangers, not one for Hibs. Sorry, you were going to say?
that tells the story. No, Lovenkrands could have had a hatful of goals, but that was probably his most difficult chance. I thought O'Connor did really well here, and this is the most controversial point in the game. If you look at the Rangers, all the Rangers players and the keeper go straight away to the referee. He's definitely put his hand out, and he didn't seem to complain too much, so you have to think it's the right decision.
And the contact off head or hand, it looked like a hand. If it had been off his head, it would have shot into the net, you would imagine, wouldn't it? And it didn't.
But I think that decision is the right one. I think is to be applauded.
This is the one I thought was before when the pass went through. Lovenkrands says Sandy Clark comes up, trumps again.
Absolutely,
chooses his man of the match, and a couple of minutes later there's a goal from the player.
Right,
but Lovenkrands had a very good game. I mean, he probably could have had about 4 or 5 goals, I think. A couple of chances he should have taken as well, but that's a good finish running through. Loads of pace. He started off as a winger for Rangers, and now is very much a striker.
Gary O'Connor getting a consolation goal, and maybe Stefan Klos a little bit disappointed not to have got to that, Stuart.
Yeah, I thought he needed a stronger wrist here. I mean, it wasn't a great strike, and the defender on the line could have cleared it as well, but that was just a consolation. I mean, I think Hibs will be happy because it puts a bit of gloss on the scoreline, but the